What's going on, YouTube? It's okmall. Today we have some exciting news. It's been a minute since we had our last patch for the Rags to Riches update. It looks like we now have the patch 1.11. I covered this a little bit when I was out and about today while shopping. A lot of good changes, a lot of fixes to the game. Some nerfs and some buffs from what I could tell. But let's go ahead and cover this together. So we have economy, progression, as well as the caravan. And change log is as follows: reduce the chance of negative settlement situations when failing or not completing contracts. So they reduce the chance. If you do fail, the chance to get a negative is reduced. Increase the chance for neutral and positive situations to occur. So you're going to see those more often than not, or more often than the negatives. Negative situations will no longer overlap, preventing their quick chaining one after another. I actually had this happen to me earlier today. I finished a contract, and on my way back to town, I went from the Ghostly Whispers negative to the Plague negative. I was like, it's a little too much, but okay. The caravan camp can now be set on the seashore, which is pretty neat. It allows you, I guess, you put it on the seashore and go ahead and get some crab meat or whatever. Reduce the price of most caravan upgraded items. That one is a big one to me because I think the caravan's pretty expensive as is. Reduce the price of fodder. So if you're looking to buy fodder, I think that's a good change. The foraging table can now slowly add fodder. I'm like, okay. I was just complaining about fodder generation just today, having to like go around and collect fodder. I was like, it's annoying. We've got soothing incenses, added 5% experience gain and 5% fatigue resistance if the sanity and morale are above 50% respectively. Not bad. So added 5% experience, 5% fatigue resistance. Okay, yeah, pretty cool. So training area will gain you a 3% additional experience. Weapon contracts will add 50% advances to the size for contract rewards. I think that's on the advance. Old Favors adds 10% contract rewards for each settlement that you have achieved respect with. And that would just be for the additional money gain. Not too bad. Gain some more money. Local Informants now displays the ongoing situations and available contracts when inspecting a settlement on the global map. I thought they already had that, to be honest. Chat was telling me about that all day today. Trade preferences add an additional plus 10% stock size for the traders. And messenger pigeons will not spawn immediately after installing that upgrade, so you have to wait a little bit. They've reduced the price of most advanced consumables, such as drugs and bombs. That's a good change. Those are kind of pricey. Reduce the prices of valuables in general, but they also increase the price of valuables that are made of gold, silver, and gems. So kind of an offset. They changed the start. This one's a pretty big change to some of the crypts that we're going to encounter. So they changed the starting tiers of some of the dungeons. The Bastion near Manshire is now a tier 2. If I went from tier 1 to tier 2, the crypt near the Rotten Willow will start off as a tier 3. That's going to be okay. The catacombs near Denbray are now a tier 4. Oh, good. Reworked the repair kits and armor frags. So they removed the scaling of durability restoration from the repaired items level. Instead, the amount restored from the durability is negatively affected by the degree of the damage. So I think the way that reads out to be is if it's more damage, you're going to use more durability, and it's going to scale probably at a higher pace. But only for repair kits, and all other durability restoration values were adjusted as well. Increase, so I'm guessing like the items that we find just out and about, those maybe either repair more or less. I'm not entirely sure. We'll find out when we get in game. Increase the number of fragments received from dismantling armor with the self-repair. I don't know what that amount is going to be until we get in there and test it, but pretty cool. Double the size of advance payments that can be requested when accepting a contract from 20% to 40% of the reward. So you can ask for a little bit more money up front. I've never really had to do that. I've had money in my pocket, but if you just went out, bought a bunch of gear, you can get 40% of that reward up front. if you need to buy food and such. Reworked Common Cause and Underworld Connection reputation perks. The amount of reputation granted and other settlements for completing local contracts now depends on the completed contract's difficulty. So it can scale up and ramp up depending on that difficulty. Different types of meats now grant varying effects when used in dishes. That's pretty cool. Using an ingredient with multiple charges now spends only one charge instead of the entire ingredient. Pretty cool. I'm all about that. Minimum durability at which equipment can be sold has been lowered to 50%, chat. So now, I had this complaint earlier when I was trying to sell stuff, right? Like episode 1, we did everything. Because you're trying to sell stuff and the item itself is not damaged. Like visually not damaged. But it's at like 50% and it has to be at 51% before you can sell it. So they've now decreased it down to 50, which makes more sense. So if you see an item that actually is not visually damaged, you can sell it. I'm pretty sure that the item selling value is still not that great, but still. Butchering chickens, roosters, and ducks will now yield 2 drumsticks. Let's go. Added a possibility of crafting straw. All right, I'm okay with that. Fix the caravan storage, granting less space than stated. Not sure what that one was about. I haven't made all the caravan storages just yet. The drug dealer and the Rotten Willow will now purchase drugs. Cool. Balance. So the changes listed in this section won't affect already saved items. Now, the way I read this is that so long as we re-find it, let's say we already have a shop, right? It's already got the gear. We've already looked at that gear. We have to wait for that inventory to reset before the changes to this section apply to that gear, right? Or if we already have gear that is equipped, we would have to repurchase it with the re-rolled stats or what have you from the changes here. I don't think it requires a brand new save to make this happen. At least that's the way I hope it is. We'll see. But at any rate, again, the changes listed in this section won't affect already saved items. So again, we continue on here. Tweaked the protection and resistance values of various pieces of equipment to reduce the disparity between effectiveness of armor types. I hope that means that light armor is better. I feel like it's lacking something. I feel like we should have a lot more dodge, you know? If it's light, there should be some offset, something that makes it, heavy armor worth it, and medium armor, there's got to be disparity, like it says, there's got to be these differences between them that allows you to go from one route or another because there are pros and cons to every single one of these, right? We'll see. Just the overall stats. We've already talked about that one. No, we haven't. Adjusted the overall stats of some weapons and armor. We'll see what that looks like. Increase the base range of ranged weapons. That's cool. Because I think that the bows, when you go through them, their range is pretty low. And I'm like, come on, guys. Help me out here. I'm already building a ranger. I need it to be a little bit longer out. Whatever. Reduce the number of enemy spawns on the surface. Yeah, I would say so. Sometimes it's a bit much. Reduce the vision range. Now this one here, holy cow, they see you from so far away. And they're like, yeah, we're coming your way. We're going to attack you. You're done. The speed of hunger and thirst accumulation during rest mode now depends on your current maximum health and energy respectively. So if you didn't take too much damage during that and you have a high max health, maximum energy, your hunger and thirst isn't going to accumulate as quickly. That should be a pretty good change. Reduce the health and resistance of most of the wild animals. That's good. You know how many times I tried to kill a deer and the deer had probably like 120 health? What the hell? I couldn't kill him. He got out of my sight. I only have like 7 range in my little bow and I just couldn't get him. Like he's seen me and he wouldn't let me get more than a tile or two close to him before I shot once. So, good stuff. Increase the body part damage coefficient. And in other words, injuries will now become more frequent. Okay? But, on the flip side, reduce most of the enemy's body part damage values to reduce the impact this has on us. So they don't do as much damage, which is good, but keep an eye out for it. So you start getting more injured, you know why. Reduce the base energy cost of most abilities. Thank God. Thank God, because I look at a lot of my skills and I'm like, man, this is 2 skills later and I'm out of energy. Ugh. I restored the innate 4% accuracy and -4 fumble chance bonus of attack skills. So I didn't even realize they got rid of this, but that's cool. So that means all attacks will have an innate already, 4% additional accuracy and -4 fumble chance. I'm guessing it's a hidden. Yeah, innate. So it's a hidden skill you don't see. All right, cool. Reduced the resurrection frequency of the blasphemous ritual dungeon condition. And also reduced the amount of health and energy replenished to the undead resurrected by it. That's good stuff. I've been hearing a lot of just issues with that. Significantly nerfed the hidden debuff, affecting the proselytes in the prologue to reduce the overly high disparity between its difficulty and that of the main game. So yeah, the prologue, I'm sure proselytes, they were causing some new folks some issues, you know. Move resistance is now less effective against claw traps and caltrops, and also increase their base armor penetration, body part damage, effectively making those more valuable to use. So if you are a trap user, 100%, it's gonna be nice. Change the abilities available to mage hunters. So I don't know if they've changed it to add more or take away some of the abilities. So we'll have to look to see what those mage hunters have now. Decrease the base ambush chance on roads. And then they got some more changes. This is all the weapons. There's a lot of changes here. Mostly for scaling. Okay. So we know that skills scale off of attributes, right? So if you put points into strength, there are attributes that scale from strength. I think body part is one of them. So like cleaving strike, increased body part damage scaling, keeping distance, stagger scaling, onrush, weapon damage bonus, base weapon damage bonus. Medium lunge is scaling, double lunge, increased weapon base damage bonus, cut through weapon damage bonus, healing strike, damage body part damage scaling. Parry got a reduction in counter chance. Ugh, love that skill. It was a pretty high counter chance at any rate. Heroic charge, base staggered bonus, and weapon damage scaling. Unstoppable force, increased knockback scaling chance. Hooking chop, increase the armor penetration and weapon damage scale. Dismember, again, body part and crit chance scaling. Rain in blood, knockback chance, and body part damage scale. Nail down, which is one of those skills that we use for spear. Increase the base weaponry damage bonus and body part damage scaling. Again, a lot of this got increased. So increased. Regroup removed the mention of damage taken bonus, which carried over from the previous version of the game. Hail of Blows increased its daze chance bonus. Love it. Step Aside increases base weapon damage bonus. That's another, those are 2 staff skills. Elusiveness increased the dodge chance and fumble chance scale, and also reduced the scaling of the damage bonus taken, but added a possibility to prolong the effect by dodging. That's cool. I like that a lot. Okay. Let's let it last longer the more we dodge. I'm really okay with this. Distracting Shot added a scaling to the weapon damage bonus, increased the dodge chance scale, and increased the base mobilization chances. So good stuff, right? Startling Volley added scaling to the weapon damage bonus, increased the daze chance bonus. Hard Target increased the debuff to the attacker's accuracy to about 8%. Flexible Defense increased the debuffs applied to the target while wearing medium armor. Battle Forge reduced the heavy armor bonuses, so that kind of sucks. I didn't think they were that high to begin with, so the fact that they reduced it. Custom adjustments also reduced the heavy armor bonuses. Added dodge chance to medium armor, which is interesting. It seems like most of the armor outside of light does not add much dodge chance, so I'm curious to see how that works. Unyielding Defense reduced the effects, bonus, and duration. Right on target reduced accuracy and fumble chance bonuses to attack skills. But I guess when you think about it, the reduction here mixed with the other the added bonus of just having attack skills have a little bit more accuracy and fumble from what we read previously. Probably going to balance itself off pretty decent. Defensive tactics reduce the base duration and bonuses to it for each enemy within vision. Reduce the effects bonuses to stats. Reduce the base duration bonuses for... Okay, so I just reduced that. So that one looks like I got a nerf. Raise shield. Increase the block chance scaling, but reduces the base bonus to it. So if you're, trying to get your base, or you're trying to increase the block chance, the scaling's better. It's just going to start off lower. Increase the block power scaling as well. Hold the line. Reduce the effects bonuses. So that one got a nerf. Flurry of strikes. Fix the penalty to hands efficiency. So this is one that was kind of bugged. Fix the penalty to the hands efficiency that was supposed to be applying a -20. It was instead applying -25. So that one is better now. And reduce the bonus to hands efficiency for successful hits to 3%. So it kind of got it balanced itself out a little bit. It got a buff and a decrease, nerf. Concentration reduced the accuracy chance and fumble chance bonuses to +3 and -3. So that one got a little bit of a nerf, but it's still really good. But again, considering that's what it is, plus every single attack skill gets an extra 4% accuracy and -4 fumble, so kind of balances out. More blood reduced the hands efficiency bonus to 10%. More blood. What's more blood? Can't remember what that skill is. I think it got renamed. Residual charge. Fix the weapon damage bonus, which was 33% larger than intended. So residual charge. I'm pretty sure that's the one right below jolts. Wasn't supposed to hit that hard, chat. In fact, it was hitting a third harder than it's supposed to. And bone throw added scaling to the skill's damage and armor penetration. I'm pretty sure the only one that can bone throw is the ghoul. So apparently that's going to get a little bit harder hitting. I don't know. A couple fixes here. Underneath fixes, we got fix a bug allowing some enemies to block ranged weapons without shields. All right, good. That's going to help us with our archer build. Fix the issue causing settlements to generate contracts for distant dungeons. It wasn't supposed to do that. Backfire damage will now gradually decay when out of combat and no longer require just manual turn skipping, just for optimal play. I like that. We're using a mage right now, so that really helps us a bit. Fix the issue with missing stats on some pieces of armor and jewelry. Think about that for a second. You wouldn't have known if there was a missing stat, correct? Unless you were going through each individual. I don't know if it was like one of those things where it was missing just in the description or missing altogether. Like it was not reflecting in your stat tree. Or was it the opposite? Was it reflecting in the stat tree and also missing from the description? No clue. I don't know. I didn't look that deeply into it. But I hope that jewelry actually looks a lot better than what it looks like right now, because it seems like a lot of the jewelry got a little bit of a nerf. Whatever. Fix partially blocked shots, dealing 0 damage. Again, we're a bow user currently on our YouTube playthrough, so it's going to be nice. I was worried about that. I was like, I'd probably get fixed before I get to the late game. It's fixed. Fix the complete removal of the Mighty Swing effect when attempting to reapply it. So it looks like anybody was using the Mighty Swing and they already had Mighty Swing on, they use Mighty Swing again, and instead of just refreshing it, it goes away. Possibly fix the rare soft lock caused by cannibalistic frenzy dungeon condition. Haven't ever had that happen to me, so it's good that it's fixed. Fix living in the light, failing to apply its effects in certain situations. Ghastly revelation, failing to apply its effects in certain situations. Fix the Britain bank exploit with the backpacks and bills of exchange. I never tried that, so whatever. Fix the exploit with the increased price of enchanted items. Apparently there's an exploit with that, no clue. Potentially fix the issue with dual wielding counters, skipping a turn. Let's hope so. Let's hope so. Because that stinks. Think about it. If you're countering, that should just be extra damage, not extra damage for the enemy. That's silly. Hopefully it's fixed. Fix dual wielding training, granting the offhand efficiency bonus while equipped with 2 of the same weapon type. It wasn't supposed to give you every buff on the screen, so they fixed it. Fix the possibility of prying open locks with a crowbar in settlements with it being considered... What? Fix the possibility of prying open locks with a crowbar in settlements without it being considered a crime. Be careful out there, guys. Be careful. Leg sweep, granting its free move option to the player character when it's used by an NPC. That's hilarious, but it's been fixed. Fix an issue causing only the item in the main hand to lose durability if two weapons have the exact same amount of block power. Fixed Fate of the Brewery. Now, this is one I read and I was confused about it. Fixed Fate of the Brewery, ignoring the Help the Brewer stage of the quest when blackmailing Odar. I don't know what this means, because I blackmail Odar every single time. I don't know. I'm going to have to test that out, chat, because if this somehow affects us and I can't get that extra 500 crown, we're going to have to switch some things around and not do that. So yeah, I'm going to have to look into that. Fix the bug granting access to skin flint homs before achieving the relevant reputation perk. Fix the inability to trade with the hostess in the Watchtower Tavern. Fix the Pimp My Ride achievement. Added appropriate sound effects to the caravan upgrade items when moving them around. Weapon contracts and reinforcements no longer grants a reputation for slaying harmless critters. Fix the disappearing projectiles when using fire barrage. This is great. Holy cow. Okay. If you guys have been watching me shoot birds with fire or jolt or what have you, magic skills, it doesn't work on birds. And then you hear this sound effect that's just like, it just fires into oblivion and the birds dip. Now the projectiles will no longer disappear, so we can go hunting for birds again. Holy cow. Fix the possibility of attacking enemies during the animation of Peck. Fix the possibility of attacking enemies. Okay. Defiled remains and deadly premonition. So I don't know what that necessarily means. But fix the issue with the incorrect cooldown reduction of last stand. Fix an issue with ineligible cooking ingredients in certain situations. Fix bonus range, not affecting some of the range weapon abilities. Again, this helps me out. I am currently building a range weapon damage dealer. Fix the issue with graves respawning. No clue what that happened. I haven't dug up graves because the morale hit, so it doesn't matter to me. Fix the incorrect duration of adrenaline rush. Fix the bug allowing multiple runes and sigils to exist in the same tile. That's gotta suck, honestly, if you stepped on it. Fix the rest mode hover, which wasn't adjusting the effects stats dynamically. Fix caravan followers using settlement situation speech lines. Varen's dialogue about the final 3 communication upgrades will now only trigger after installing the initial 2 upgrades. Fix Daryl not having a markup on repairs price. He wasn't supposed to be this cheap, chat. He was supposed to charge more. We shall see how much more. So keep that in mind. I might only have him just fix my my rings and stuff and only have him fix everything else in case I need it. Flame Wave. Fix the missing cooldown reduction for each target affected by the spell. I don't know if that means for like it never worked or just means that it wasn't in the text. I thought it was in the text. Fix the issue with the caravan followers being able to occasionally occupy the same tile. Thank God. Fix the possibility of soft lock during the brewery mercenaries dialogue. Fix the speech lines for critical shots and throwing full bottles at enemies, triggering at incorrect times. Fix the speech lines. Okay. Added a context menu option for emptying out plates and cooking pots. Well, that's good. Added the swap option. Thank God for that one too. There's been times I've been locked behind an NPC because they decided they want to talk with somebody and I was just in the wrong place, wrong time. And lastly, fixed the missing energy cost and cooldown duration icon for the Chinese localization. And that's it. A big change to this. Lots of fixes, lots of possibly nerfs as well as buffs to many skills out there. I'm excited. Like, it's been a minute since we've seen their last changelog, which was the 910. When did that one come out? December 23rd. Yeah, it's been a few weeks. So, but they changed a lot. So good work on them. I'm glad they did this. Now, this is all for you guys. Leave me some comments on your favorite changes in the 9.1.11 updates. I want to hear what you guys are excited about. You've probably already heard what I'm excited about. The bow changes, especially. We're building into a bow character. That's going to help us a lot. On top of the fact that they're going to change, obviously, the adjusted weapons and armor, trinkets, stuff like that, jewelry, whatever. I'm a little excited to see what that's going to do for us in the future. So, like I said, leave that comment, comment, subscribe, right? Trying to hit 5,000 subs by March so we can do a 24-hour Stoneshard stream and celebration. But with that being said, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.